Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl, and today we're joined by CNCO. Hi guys.
Yeah. What's up?
Thank y'all so much for being here. We have something super fun planned today. In honor of Valentine's Day, a few of your fans have sent in video questions in hopes of getting a little love advice from you guys. So are y'all ready to talk about love?
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. Let's do it.
Perfect. And now before we dive in, I feel like sometimes Valentine's Day can be a polarizing holiday. You either love it or you hate it. For each of you, do you feel like you love or hate Valentine's Day? What would you say?
It's in between.
I love it. I love it when I have a person.
Yeah, when you have somebody, Valentine, you love it.
When I don't have it,
I love it because we celebrate also the friendship.
Of course.
Okay, great. All right, so are we ready to answer some fan questions?
Yep, ready.
All right, here we go. Let's check out our first video from Bia.
Hi guys, I'm Bia. I'm from Brazil. My love advice question for CNCO is: have you guys ever been a moment in your life when you just don't want any kind of relationship? You just want to be in peace and work on yourself? If so, what did you do?
Hey, Brazil, love you.
That's great. That's amazing.
Like a moment that you just want to be chilling.
Just work on yourself.
And just work on yourself. That's
the best you can do.
It's a great question, right? Yeah.
But that's very great, to be honest. Like, you choose if you need to work on yourself and you want to work on yourself. That's not bad to take a break on relationship and stuff, and kind of find yourself first, because you gotta love yourself first before giving it to others.
Exactly. So that's in the moment that we're right now. We're working on ourselves, improving ourselves, being better every day, and then we think about
working on
Then you think about it. What do you do if you feel like you really want to improve on yourself? What are the steps that you take? How do you work on that?
You just start finding things that you like,
Exactly.
Like, let's say if you could start drawing, you could start cooking, you could start meditating, doing music as we do, kind of just things that you love, finding the things and kind of flourishing them, making them a thing for you. And that's how you kind of find yourself and find that love, And I'm saying it in personal, in a personal perspective,
I have another thing I have another thing that kind of helps me personally too. I feel like when I'm super organized, because sometimes we all have our times when we're super messy, right? So mentally I'm just kind of I feel messy. When I'm super organized, I feel like I'm point. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's something super important too. Just being organized and knowing what you want to do, how you're, even in if your room is messy, it's just a whole bunch of things, just keeping your life in
the little things is what fixes
organize your time.
That's such a good point. I've never heard the term mentally messy before, but we've all been in that place. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Great answers. Okay, are we ready for our next question?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, let's bring in our video from Sydney.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and my love advice question for CNCO is: how do you get a guy to notice you and like you? What is the best way? I've never dated before, and I've never had a boyfriend. So, BTW, I love you boys a lot.
That's so cute.
Sydney's such a sweetheart. Okay, what's your advice for Sydney?
I mean, just
no rush. I don't think you should rush it in.
Yeah.
When you least expect something, that's when it comes. You shouldn't have to do a certain way to be noticed.
But for some people, it works though. Honestly, some people try to make that person notice, I'm here. I don't know how to do that. But some people can make it happen,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, if you set your mind to something and you really think, I think being confident, I think that's something that's very, that's something that's up there. If you're confident about yourself, then that's how other people will perceive you as well.
And always be you.
Yeah.
Be
yourself.
Being genuine. It'll come at its right time as well.
No rush.
Such good advice. What would you say, for each of you too, is the single most attractive quality you find in someone?
That trying to be somebody else, we like genuine people, I think it's a
personality.
If you're very genuine, you're very outgoing, and you want to grow as well and evolve, that's very attractive. To just see somebody that has something that wants something to go for them, to evolve and have something for themselves.
Yeah, so true. And the more I feel like you know yourself, the more confident you are, which confidence is always sexy. So it's it goes hand in hand.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, are you ready for the next question?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, let's bring in Giovanna.
Hi, I'm Giovanna, and my love advice question is how to start a conversation with a boy I kissed, but we don't have so much contact anymore. I love you so much, guys. Thank you.
How to start a conversation with the guy she doesn't talk to as much anymore? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, or I think she was also alluding to like if you like, you know, we've all been in a quarantine. Like, how do you start a conversation with a guy, especially if you're not in close contact with someone?
Bring the quarantine up. You know, I think that's a great way. Like, how was your quarantine? You know, like,
how was your quarantine? How was your quarantine?
And I think also like when you talk with somebody, I don't think. I mean, it depends also if it's like through text or in person. But I think when it's in person, it's not that much about what you say. It's more like your corporal, ¿cómo se dice? El lenguaje corporal.
Like
body language.
Yeah, like what your intention, you know. So it doesn't matter that much what you're talking about, honestly.
Ooh,
I like that. The way how you look.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. How do you guys think, like on that same note, how do you think that dating is or meeting people is gonna change after quarantine? Like once we're all back, do you think it's gonna change?
I hope everything comes back to normality and like everything is normal, like as always. But
it
could change, of course, like with masks.
Yeah.
It would be so random to just see eyes and just like not look at your smile or something. But I hope it doesn't change, like dating and that.
Yeah, it's hard to say if it's going to or not.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's really hard.
For a lot of people, at the end of the day, like it's not gonna change. Some people are still, you know.
Yeah.
True. That's fair. All right, we ready for our next question?
Yep.
Let's bring in Donna.
Hi, I'm Giovanna, and my love advice question for CNCO is, what do you think is the secret for the relationship to last long?
Being honest.
Communication, honesty,
respect more than anything. I think respect. You're like be mindful of mindful that you like, how do you say, like not sharing, but you're committing to that person. Like you going for it and you just for her.
I think it's very important also like to make sure that both person, like the girl and the guy, they're giving their 100%. Sometimes like a person is just giving 100 and the person is not giving, you know, the same percentage, and that's when like the balance like falls. I think that's very important.
Trust, I think too. Having trust, like not being like always like oh my God, is my girl doing this or whatever, you know, like just being like very like trusting in each other. Because at the end of the day, if you're always like in your head thinking about like something's gonna happen, it's like, you know, you're just not gonna live healthy.
And also supporting. Like I think like if you're a fan of your girl and your girl is a fan of you, like you guys are always constantly supporting and trying to have each other grow. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to do this? Great, I'll support you in your dream. You know, and she supports me. You know, I think that also it comes with respect and generosity and commitment. You know, so that all includes in everything, and you know, and communication as well.
Yeah, totally agree with all of those things. And speaking of trust, let's bring in our last question. We have Mimosha, who asked a question about trust, actually.
Ooh.
Hi guys, I'm Mimosha from India. My lab advice question for CNCO is, guys, I'm really afraid of falling in love because I have a huge trust issue, and you know trust is a important pillar in a relationship. So what should I do, guys? Love you. Bye.
So cute, yo.
I think that's something that tends to happen a lot. No trust issues in relationships.
That's really
so that's a really good question. But at the end of the day, you're gonna know the person like enough to know if you guys trust each other. And once you don't, to be honest, like I don't know, to grab exactly, it's better to leave it. Once you lose trust in someone, it just somehow it kind of comes back, and that's not really healthy at the end of the day. Look at the long run, and like. And you know, just be with someone you trust completely.
I think that comes with confidence too. Like if you're confident, then I don't think you should worry about trust.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you know your worth and you know that person also loves you and you could love them as 100%, you know, I don't think that intervenes, you know, because once you lose confidence in yourself and you start looking within and start kind of like falling with yourself, then you'll also start seeing the same thing or assuming the same thing on the other person. You know?
Yeah. It's like what we said at the beginning. It's like you have to love yourself first before you can get into a relationship and give that to someone else, you know?
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is great. I learned a lot, I feel like. That's the end of our fans' questions. Before we go, I have to ask you in the spirit of love, let's debate this age-old question. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love at first sight. I don't know if love at first sight, but like
I mean,
some type of like connection, like chemistry at first sight. I think chemistry at first sight can be something very true.
I believe in love at first sight.
Me too.
It's hard to tell. It's just like 1 in a million, I think.
It's also if you don't know love too, you don't know if it's a love at first sight, you know? So if you really don't know love, then you won't know if it's that same feeling that you felt when you were in love, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to tell. But I believe it. Definitely.
Love that. We're all crying. And now, do you guys consider yourselves like romantic people?
Yes. As you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually could tell that. And also, you know, your new album, Deja Vu, is out now. So exciting. That includes a lot of amazing covers and also is really romantic. How does it feel to have this project out into the world?
It feels amazing. You know, we're kind of sharing, well, we are sharing our culture, you know, to the world, because these songs are very iconic to our culture, you know? So every Latin knows these songs, you know? So it's kind of like an homage to these, a tribute to these iconic songs, you know, kind of bringing it to the new generation, you know, and presenting it, and you know, kind of like reintroducing these songs to the new generation, and also connecting with that same generation, like with these songs. So it's more about connecting generations and bringing great energy and bringing the deja vu, you know, the nostalgia of like, oh, I heard these songs before. I remember when this and this and this, you know, those who know it. So it's kind of like that, especially at these times we just want to bring good vibes and great memories and great feelings, you know?
I love that. For each of you, what's your favorite on the album that you can't wait for your fans to hear?
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Or maybe your favorite right now. It doesn't have to be your all-time favorite, your favorite right now.
Okay.
If I have to choose one from the album, I think I will go with Lo dejaría todo de Chayanne.
I choose Imagíname sin ti by Fonsi.
I choose Un beso by Aventura.
I choose Entra en mi vida by Sin Bandera.
Maybe Tan Enamorados.
Ooh. Well, guys, congratulations on the album. We're so excited for you. CNCO, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all the love advice.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to all the girls with the love questions, to all of our fans.
You got that, man.
We love you guys.
They're going to be excited to get this. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of CNCO's music on iHeartRadio, including their new album, Deja Vu. And thank you guys again. Hopefully next time we'll see you in person.
Thank you.
You're
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.